testimony to be a father is different. It's not just about being a father to your children. It's not just raising your kids. You have a wife that's with you too. And you're setting an example for your kids. One of the things that God played with my heart was, raising my kids was, I had Mike at a young age. I was 18, fresh out of high school. I got told by all three of my uncles, my dad and his two brothers, and they all told me, well, you know what you got to do, right? And the first thing I know about was, yeah, I got to raise my kid. I mean, there's no other alternative. I'm not going to toss my kid to the side. So, being that I was told that was how I decided to kind of be a father. Now, raising kids was a different story. I went down some paths, some wrong paths. We stayed in church, and there was times that Linda was going to church and I wasn't at times. And she remembered this story. This was her testimony, but I'll share a portion of it. She remembers Pastor Gail telling her this, that I'm going to be important in the church. When I come back, it's going to be stronger than she had ever expected. And I went through some trials and tribulations. Before I had my daughter, I did some things that took me down the wrong path and decided to run away. I tried to run away from my family. And my dad told me, he goes, what's wrong with you? He goes, you're a father, you got a 3-year-old, and a woman that loves you. What's your problem? And from that point on, I decided to turn my life around. I dedicated myself to God. And because of my dad being that example, that godly example of my life, I was able to turn my life around and be there for my son. And then have my daughter. My testimony isn't about just being a father and raising my kids. It's not just about, I've done my duty. My kids are now grown. My son, 21. My daughter just graduated high school. I've done a portion of my duty, but it's not done. God still has a lot to work with me on. God has me to work with them a lot in their life as well. Sharing that when we started dedicating myself back to the church, I dedicated my life into the church entirely. And they can attest that there was times where they were here and late at night and they're dreading it, or early in the morning and they're dreading it. Why are we here all day? It's because you guys can understand it, but you will one day. That God is the most important thing in your life, even if you don't see it. Even if you think that, you're always doing this, but nobody does this for you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about anything else. And teaching my kids the importance of giving rather than just taking. Because it's not about taking. God never took from me, so why am I going to take from him? I receive his blessings, but I give his blessings as well. It's not about me. So my full testimony would be that raising my children was a rough ride. And I'm still raising them. My dad's still raising me. I'm going to be 40 this year. But without my dad in my life to set my example, his examples for me, I wouldn't be where I am. To be that man of God, to direct my kids that, hey, something's going wrong, pray about it. Get godly counsel. You're having a rough time, pray about it. Spend some time in the Word. Listen to praise and worship. That has gotten me through a lot of times. Even if I couldn't get a hold of my dad or somebody important in my life, spending time with my Heavenly Father was able to direct me the path even better. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaina. Wasn't that good?
Yeah, awesome.
We're going to hear now from Glenn. Where's our deacon? There's Glenn. I know Glenn's got a lot to say. You know how some people have that leadership inside of them? Yeah. This is Glenn. We all know that. You got to put it on him.
Thank you. Wow. Okay, well, I was also a young father. But let me tell you, my kids were born, I couldn't wait till they grew up. So I could start doing things with them. That was my whole desire. Let's go to Disneyland. Let's go to all these amusement parks. Man, I was taking them when we were still carrying them, And that was tough. I won't do that again. However, as they grew up, there's a lot of rules in our world, do's, don'ts, this, that, da. But the only way I knew how to raise my kids was through example. And what was that example? Learn to be respectful, right? Learn to add back to the house. Things like that. And start them off at a really young age by doing this. And the thing is, by leading by example, you got to be careful, because as a young father, if you start cursing, they copy you. You start cursing, they're going to copy you. If you're disrespectful, they're going to do the same thing. So farting wasn't good, let me tell you. But the things, what starts to happen is if it changed me as not only a father, but it changed me as a person as well, because you wanted to be a better father, a better person as well. So you started to change your verbiage, how you conducted yourself. Things that you've done in your life in the past, you no longer do, because you have a responsibility of raising your children. We did everything together. We're talking throw the football, the baseball, play basketball, rollerblading, ice hockey, roller hockey, went to the beach, riding bikes, camping. We did it all. Lots of fun. And as far as mothers saying, oh, I need you to do this and that, take the trash out, da da da. Let me tell you, lead by example. I'm taking the trash out, I'm bringing them along. They help me with that. If I'm mowing the lawn, they're coming outside. I'm not telling them they got to do this. They're coming outside. They're helping. Changing the oil, changing the brakes. Whatever it is, I involve them constantly on every aspect of life. When I came home, if I was tired and they wanted to go throw the football, I did it. We were always at the beach. We were always at the swimming pool. We were always grilling. That's the only way I knew how to lead. Raise these children. And that, I think, was a major difference. Because you see, they didn't have to be told what to do anymore. They did it because they knew that that's what it meant to be the man of the household. Someday they will become. So this is how, the only way I knew how. And thank God that He gave me this wisdom to do this. Because hadn't I done that, I don't think I'd be up here speaking to you. I'd probably be somewhere else, 6 foot under. But my kids, God putting those kids in my life changed everything in my life. Yeah. So I encourage everybody. Oh, one other thing. They were boys. You can roughhouse it. I remember when we were at the beach and they were barely out of diapers, and we're in the wave, we got to put them on the boogie board and just let them go. And they get up smiling, laughing, turning around, they're all happy. And they're running back to the water, get the boogie board. And they're trying to get back, and the waves hitting them, they're flipping over, they're underwater and everything. They get back up, they're all happy. This is boys. Girls? Oh my goodness. Whole different story. I have a granddaughter right now. And believe me, do you have girls? Oh boy. You better pray more. Because my granddaughter, she's bossy. Boy, is she bossy. She'll run the household. If you're not careful, she'll tell you what to do. So, again, I think, for me, my success, of course, it's in the Lord. But He gave me the wisdom to spend time with my family, spend time with my kids. And I think that was the difference. Yeah. Thank you.
Are you getting something this morning? Listening to these different testimonies. Third is Joel Kamakai. Come on, Joel, make it up here. Joel is a young man of few words. So just Let you know he's a man of few words. Come on, Joel. My oldest grandson. This is Gabriel's son.
How's it going, everybody? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are present and show up to their job. This is my second Father's Day, so I'm a new father. But I've learned a lot over the last year and a half or so. I'd like to think I'm a pretty good dad. One thing that I know about being a dad is it takes a lot of patience. I mean, it's a learning process. At first, it's going to be really hard. It was really hard for me. I still have my moments. I get better every day, though. It's about just understanding that they're still growing and learning. Everything is a new discovery every day. So you just can't be too hard on them. Teaches me how to love in other ways. I've never loved anything more than I love my son. He's my whole world. Yeah, obviously my wife too. Today is Father's Day. So, I mean, it's about him. Everything's about him. He's my purpose in life. Yeah. We've done a lot already so far in his 17 months of life. We've gone to Hawaii twice. We took him to Disneyland. That was an experience. It's probably never do that again. Until he's like 5. This is crazy. 6-hour plane rides with him. Went to Big Island, Oahu. He's been all over. But he's a trooper. I had a lot of good examples as fathers. I mean, my dad's a great dad. Pastor George. I even had a stepdad that he's not here with us anymore. Yeah, he was a good example. So I mean, everything just came natural to me. I'm the oldest of 12, so yeah. I've been changing diapers since I was like 7 years old. But I mean, it's different when it's your kid, because I gotta wake up at the middle of the night and I gotta put him back to sleep, and I still do that to this day, even though he's almost 2. Yeah. So, I mean, that's all I got.
Thank you, Joel. Isn't that awesome? He goes, and my wife too. So they're good parents. You know, we see a lot of these young parents, and the challenges that they face today are a lot harder than what we faced back in the day. Things were simpler. Today it's really different. I don't know one kid that doesn't know how to work those iPads and stuff. You know, those whatevers. Yeah. Even Titus knows how to work that thing. They got one of those things. Okay, we're going to do some drawings.